Dude with Attitude Podcast. Hey everybody, it's the Dudes with Attitude Podcast. Your favorite collective of wrestling boomers are back and reliving the greatest era of professional wrestling, the WWF Attitude Era. I'm your host, the good Dr. Legend, joined as always with my esteemed cast of wonderful characters, the magnificent one, Brett Evers.
What a glorious weekend where I get to go to Super Pal of Honor and Wrestle Pal nights 1 and 2.
The Supreme Submission Machine, Angelo.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Angelo.
And finally, back again, bringing up the Galesburg streak to an impressive 4. No ego, Weasel Magnific.
Word live.
Oh, how dare you. Dare you bring that up, sir. Guys, we are back.
Six economics?
We're this is another streak. We're second week in a row, back to back. We're living it up.
Yeah.
Our the fates have aligned. Everything's going well, and we had such a great show last week. A very good, fun show. Thank you guys again for tuning in. You guys are here for the first time, or if you've been following us, thank you so much. Please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Placate our boomer egos a little bit and help us keep wanting to do this show over and over. My wife says if we start making real money from this, we might have a set schedule that we can follow more consistently. So if that's something you guys want to see, please make sure to share this around. But yeah, we had a very interesting Raw show. So we were talking about it earlier. Usually the Raws after a pay-per-view, everyone knows the Raw after WrestleMania is one of the biggest Raw shows of the year. But we had a Raw after a B-tier pay-per-view that was full of intrigue, brand new storylines, continuing others, and the changing of the guard in so many ways that it's going to open up new windows of storylines and opportunities. I mean, we had the Owen Hart turning, joining the Nation of Domination. We had Dan Severn kicking off Cornette from his reprieve or whatever, and
Good riddance.
Yeah, no kidding. And then now we have this weird situation going on between Austin, Dude Love, and McMahon that we don't know where that's going to take us. I mean, pay-per-view wise we know, but this is interesting because I don't remember this specifically going on. So it was a great show. I'm really looking forward to this going, guys. How about you?
I'm really looking forward to all this because this is like the one pay-per-view going into. I honest to God don't remember anything about this pay-per-view coming up. So for me, this is like a first time, brand new. I have no idea what the card was, who's wrestling, what the results were. So it'll be a truly authentic reaction for me.
Now, for you guys who are still kind of in, again, I'm not into wrestling anymore. I don't watch any of the, well, I should say I just don't watch any of the new product. But how's it feel watching the slow build of WWE come back again in this kind of format versus what's going on now in the wrestling world?
This is much more enjoyable. It's a little bit of what AEW tries to do, but they just can't quite get their grasp on it. And I think Triple H is trying to get WWE back to that long form maybe not dragged out is the right word, but the longer form build with a payoff that fans will appreciate.
Yeah, I think WWE is actually doing that right now. They're getting to that point, but they had a lot there because of the fact that they have more patience. But WWE in this era, they actually start losing their patience a little bit with some of their storylines, except for the Austin stuff. They really build towards what they want to do with Austin over the course of several weeks. And it's definitely refreshing to see wow, every week you have to wait. You get a little, like with the Nation of Domination breakup, every week you got a little piece. So.
Now, did WWE win last week or WCW?
WWE won because Nitro was preempted by basketball, and this week they win actually hand over fist a 5.5 to a 3.5.
Ooh,
Ooh.
that's a spanking
Bet you
right
both
there.
AEW and WWE wish they got those.
Yeah,
numbers
that'd
now.
be crazy,
Yeah.
right?
Jesus.
How much money they'd be worth, even more.
Interesting stuff. Well, guys, let's not push this back any further. Before we get started, though, what are y'all drinking?
So for me today, I've started out with the zero sugar Dr. Pepper. When that is out, I have once again reacquired the zero sugar squirt, which is the absolute greatest zero sugar soda on the market, hands down.
It's a bold statement, Cotton.
I will stand by that to the day I die.
Right,
Now, the
Angelo,
Dr. Pepper strawberries and cream comes really, really close, but just something about the zero sugar squirt is just so good.
what are you drinking, Angelo?
I have Coke Vanilla Zero because I need a little pep because I'm sick. My whole family's been sick.
Ooh.
Both my kids got
Bummer.
pink eye, and they've been sick, so I
Ah.
need some caffeine.
You gotta tell them to stop farting on their pillows.
I think that's Angelo. You guys spit up my food. Bang! All right, Chris. What Serbian concoction of high fructose corn syrup and caffeine do you have?
So
for
tonight I
today?
got Nas,
Oh,
He's
God.
back on the Nas.
and then I have red drink,
What the hell is
red
red
drink?
drink?
What
This
is
is like-
red drink?
like red punch.
You talking about that shit that comes in like
Is it
the
like
gallon
Hawaiian
jug?
Punch?
That's like 89 cents.
It's like the powder stuff.
No, it's
that
like a
you gotta
powder.
do?
Yeah, like the
Oh.
Like the packets, the packet
Kool-Aid.
thingy.
Kool-Aid, yeah.
But do you have to put sugar in it or no?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I will admit, I don't know how many people do this because again, me and my brother, our parents weren't born here. They're both FOBs, fresh off the boats each. So we were dying for Kool-Aid because that was one of the American things all our friends drank, and we first got some, and we put the powder mix into water. We didn't know you had to put sugar in it. We were like, kids like this? This is disgusting. We
You gotta put a little bit of sugar.
We never drank Kool-Aid again after that. All right. In the hopes that Raw is going to be another good show. Last time I had a real sugar beverage, so I brought back another one to keep the streak alive. The rare flavor Dr. Pepper Dark Berry.
Oh wow.
Now
Where'd
I
you
know.
find that?
Well, they were on clearance at my supermarket. They were selling the
What?
12 packs for $2. I guess nobody liked. I love them. I'm mad they don't make
Dude,
them
if I would have
anymore.
known that, I would have sent you so much money to get have
They
them
were
shipped.
cases of. There were like 2 or 3 dozen of these things. I was like, I'll just take one because I don't know how good they're gonna be. You know, it's Dr. Pepper, but
They're really good.
I
had them when they were here. I have not seen them though in my area for like 3-4 years.
You know what? This is my last can too, so let's kiss it goodbye together, guys.
Mm.
All right. Well, if you're joining us on Peacock, we're starting the show in 3, 2, 1. I kind of miss this.
They pretty much had this like they had this all through the Attitude Era too. This one, didn't they?
Get used to it.
It's still my favorite.
I wonder if do they play the same thing during SmackDown?
I think they do. Because they do it during all the events.
They're really treating this like it's the most serious thing, but if they were going to treat it super serious like that, McMahon should have had bandages and stuff.
Yeah.
Sell
yeah.
that
It came with a
injury.
neck brace, yeah.
Right, make that injury
I mean-
seem serious.
Unprotected chair shot, you know? Just
Right.
it shouldn't be that hard to
Sell it.
say, yeah, I got hurt, yeah. We all know that McMahon sells like the opposite of Flair. Where Flair oversells, McMahon always undersells. Or sells in the wrong way possible, where you know it's fake.
Uh-oh.
Skipping down to
Yes,
the
the
ring.
Yeah.
most dramatic Raw match of all time. Austin versus Goldust. Who was going to win this match? Which I kind of feel
Well, the funny
sorry
thing
for.
is, Goldust, as you know, in the main event for the WWF World Championship.
That's
Never
right.
thought that happened.
During the Attitude Era. That's an accomplishment.
Yeah.
Although we have to, I think Mark Marrow in our tenure here has had 4 main event Raws in the Attitude Era.
That's
For
true.
somebody who is never WWE champion, that's got to be a record.
He's like, he gotta do this. That still makes me laugh.
Oh my god. Oh,
Idiot.
Oof.
look at that
Why
blur
did he
job.
blow that
Good.
out?
Oh,
Because this is remember, this is a tape show today.
Oh yeah. We're probably gonna get a lot of video packages.
Yeah.
Still surprised they're using this intro.
I'm surprised they didn't even think to change things up, but
well, it looked just like WCW's Monday Nitro beginning.
hey, Brett.
Brett and Sid and
Yeah, what happened to Sid? Is he back in WCW right now, or is he in ECW, or is he floating around somewhere?
He's not in WCW. He doesn't get there till 99.
Really?
So he must have been he must have been ECW, and then went to WCW right after. Then.
No, he was in ECW in early 99.
Oh, okay.
He was in there for a cup of coffee.
Yeah, a couple like 11 episodes or something.
it's a lot of episodes
Yeah.
for ECW.
He didn't get paid though, so he left.
Oh, well, what a shock! What a shock!
What a great booker, but a poor man. So not Jewish. Like I wish I could tell Kanye when Kanye. And by the way, guys, I'm Jewish. Just had to put that out there. When Kanye was talking shit, it was like, well, we got like a Paul Heyman, like, you know, not really the brightest.
Oh,
You
look
see,
at
he already
him.
said to make up with the. He goes, I just saw 21 Jump Street. Jonah Hill is all right in that. I miss you guys. That's how the peace talks happen. 21 Jump Street.
What a great movie, and what a funny man.
I don't know who the hell I am anymore.
I do not remember this at all.
I don't either.
Yeah, a lot of this
I
is
mean,
gonna be.
yeah.
I beat
Like I said, none of this. I don't remember any of this.
What's funny is that because I think in '98 I still had to watch the Raws on tape because you had to record them, bro. So I don't remember. We skipped over a lot of this stuff. It wasn't until like '99, 2000 where I was watching it every week. Once we got satellite and we got Raw at 6 o'clock at night instead of 9 o'clock at night.
Mhm.
And if you were to ask Stone Cold Steve Austin how he felt the next day, well, he probably would say he didn't feel a whole hell of a lot better. So now how
don't know
do
it.
I get rewarded for my efforts at Unforgiven? By receiving a rematch? No. By being proclaimed the #1 contender? No. You see, that honor went to Gold Dust.
You never earned your #1 contendership.
I know, boo fucking who?
I was going head to head with the heavyweight champion.
McMahon just looked around and said, all right, you're a #1 contender.
Last time
Yeah.
the resume of Gold
Yeah,
Dust
Top Hill. Yeah.
wearing pansy. He was wearing a black
Ooh,
pants
pansy.
in a women's negligee match.
Uh-oh.
That's true. He was.
And now
Can't be talking like that, Mick.
WWF has informed me that I am to
Fighting words
wrestle
right there.
Terry
You know
Funk.
what's I rewatched Mick Foley's Hall of Fame speech and I realized that the version I had downloaded was the short version that was on USA Network, not the long version on Peacock. And holy smokes, is it way better? And then I watched more Hall of Fame speeches and had the same. I even looked at the version I had and was like comparing. Okay, this is where they cut it.
What the hell, you've been lied to.
Oh.
I've been lied to.
Damned if
This is like a
I remember
half
for a
shoot
while
right here.
they used to do like the undercard of the Hall of Fame online. It's where we would watch it,
Yeah.
and then they would cut and they would do the USA Network one, but then that would be edited, and you'd have to wait like another day to watch the rest of the show in full.
Yeah, and isn't it crazy? This year they're only inducting what, 4 people, right? 3
I mean,
wrestlers,
yeah, but they're doing it right after SmackDown.
like 3
so-
wrestlers and Tim Wyatt.
That's not wise, I
Yeah.
don't think. I don't think that's wise to induct Tim White.
He's going as the Warrior Award recipient.
What did he
Because he didn't.
overcome?
Not killing himself. What he done.
That's the first thing I thought of. I'm like, what did you not succeed at dying? And then succeed at dying?
The
And then-
CM Punk. If you guys watch the OMG moments, it's moment number 39, and CM Punk introduces it, and he's like, "What the hell? Why is this on the list? It's terrible." Every day he's like trying to kill himself, and he just looks so sad. What? He never had any lines.
As much as I think CM Punk's crazy, he's funny. Like, this is some of the shit he says. Like the thing with Ryback when he's like, when Ryback kept like throwing the table or whatever and said, "Tell me you're a dumb piece of shit, or you just don't know what's going on." I'm a dumb piece of shit.
Hey, dude, if you want to laugh, dude, there's a shoot interview that he did with Samoa Joe back when they were in Ring of Honor. The stories that they tell literally had me pissing my pants.
Do you remember the one where they're talking about where Punk had to drive the stick shift car and he'd never
Yes.
driven stick?
Yeah.
And he had to take him through the drive-through and he kept stalling out.
I stalled a whole 84 times. And we get to Del Taco and everyone's ordering drinks we didn't. And then Samoa Joe starts complaining because he's like, "Oh yeah, we start eating, and I wake up in the morning, and the chicken burrito fairy just exploded in my house." And I guess Homicide tried to pee on CM Punk in the middle of the night.
Yeah. Yeah, because they had him drive because he was the only one that was sober.
Yeah, because he was straight edge.
I think he still is straight edge, isn't he?
Yeah, he's still straight edge.
And the next night,
This is like a half
Maybe that's what
shoot
Punk
right
needs.
here.
Punk
But
just needs to smoke a joint.
they need to stop doing this shit. Because
Well, because they see how successful WCW is with it, or was.
if you're gonna shoot, you gotta go the whole way. You can't just half measure it.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't like the whole worked shoot stuff in wrestling anymore. It just doesn't I don't know. I'm just kind of tired of it.
Yeah, it's too
Well,
much
because
now.
it's too hard to know what's work and what's shoot when you blur the lines.
Exactly.
Well, if we ask Scott Hall, everything's a work. CM Punk's pipe bomb. Oh yeah, that's a work.
Well, I remember watching the documentary, and he did write most of that, but was the mic cut off? Was that a work, or was that
I
a
think
shoot?
so. That was part of it.
That was a work.
Yeah.
Because when I first saw it, I thought that was a shoot. I was like, wow, they didn't like it.
Yeah, I thought that was
Well,
nuts.
he did bring up his doofus son-in-law.
I take adversity and turn it into triumph.
I don't know why Steph kept her job for so long,
Your
but
best friend is an opportunity, and that's what I give better than anyone in the world. Opportunity, don't you see?
that's true.
Can't you clearly see this picture? Who've you been listening to?
Yeah, if your name is Roman Reigns or John Cena, you get all the opportunities.
This moment, if you take your best friend
You know, I really need to read Brian Gewirtz's book, because I think he dedicates like half a chapter to Super Cena and why Vince McMahon insisted that John Cena never lose clean.
I'm sure.
He was just trying to create, and half succeeded creating a new Hulk Hogan.
Basically, and that's the funniest part was like Ed Ferrara predicted it. He says if you brought in a milquetoast, white knight heel, he'll get booed out of the building. And he's like, Wade Keller's like, yeah, they're doing that now with John Cena, and he's getting booed out of the building.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a way different era now. I mean, and people got tired of Hogan's shit in the early '90s. Like, he was starting to wind down in '91, '92, and they don't want to see him anymore. It wasn't until he reinvented himself in '96 that he found new relevance. And I think,
Right.
I think
Just like how Roman did in 2020.
I honestly,
Yeah.
I mean, as much as Cena has done, his existence is marred in so much controversy that if Coco Beware wasn't in the dang Hall of Fame, I wouldn't say.
God damn it! Don't bring up that name.
Well, it's the same thing. It's the same thing now with John Cena even being coy on Vince McMahon. Like, oh yeah,
Oh yeah, where he will.
I can't, yeah, it's like at that point, dude, seriously.
Like, yeah, you
Yeah.
can't like fucking have a
Holy
voice.
shit! Oh,
Oh,
that's a
run!
close
There's
confrontation.
all, and
He's brought a
Run,
fucking.
Vince.
He got his hand.
He's got a cable.
can you turn the volume up a tad?
I better.
Wow, that's like
Yeah, that's
super clear. I know that's like really, really low for us, but that's like really. I can like barely hear it.
Oh no!
At the inflatable chair.
He's ruining it, damn it!
You're ruining it. You're ruining it.
Christian will find it 6 years later to do the peep show.
You needed that much rope to do that?
Why is Mick just standing there?
Yeah, it's like an idiot.
He's not Mark Mero.
You know what? I know Austin's crazy, but he should not have done that shit.
Oh,
Why are they blurring that out?
Because this is taped, guys. Remember?
oh yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
No. Goldberg tried to do something live. He fucking busted his hand up. Almost lost an arm. He's got the belt.
Jesus, man. Stone Cold is ripped like a fucking those kangaroos. Like you're just like, whoa, where'd that body come from?
All those
Jesus.
beers he ingests. Yeah, you're right.
What's Vince doing?
I won't know what he's doing with the fucking bell. Bing, 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 bing. I
For
need
what?
back up.
That's like when
Restart
you
the show. Restart the show.
When you get nervous and you don't know what to do, and you're just kind of like don't know where to put your hands or something. So. Oh no!
Is it the brand new nation?
I don't like it. Is this from the people that made the DX?
Oh my god. So, I got a little story for you guys.
Oh, shoot.
So, Kama over here got a bone to pick with Rock.
Who's got a bone to pick with Rock?
Kama.
Really?
So you know Kama's 6'7", right?
I did not know that.
Yeah, he is
I know he's tall as
6'7",
fuck.
and Rock is 6'4". But in the show, when they cast the Nation Domination characters, all of them were shorter than The Rock. Kama took offense to that, so he had an interview. He goes, "Man, fuck that Rocky motherfucker. He cast me as some dilapidated albino 5'10" motherfucker to make himself look big."
Two bones broken in Shamrock's ankle, and Shamrock now in a cast will be out of action for several weeks thanks to Owen
Really?
Hart in the nation.
Is he out? I know it's not a real, but like, did they take him out for a couple of weeks just for a vacation or something like that?
I guess.
And obviously he's admonished
Wanted to give him some rest before he does his King of the Ring run.
And if I can understand what's going on in there, JR,
We're actually going to see an honest to God match here.
back to the locker room area. We're gonna have a 2-on-2 matchup. No help from the outside. smart move by the commissioner here.
You can tell this is where Kama is like starting his Godfather like gimmick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the nation doesn't make it past SummerSlam, I don't think, right?
After SummerSlam, they kind of like fall apart.
Yeah.
That's when they start pushing The Rock individually.
Trying to get revenge for themselves, and here come Farouk and Blackman, and here we go. Farouk hammering away on The Rock, and Blackman working on Owen Hart.
Well,
This should be one heck of a matchup. Big back bodies right now by
they couldn't
Blackman
pick
on Owen. Big
some better
Ooh.
wrestlers to open up the show with.
Directly outside the ring. And look at
True.
Farouk.
It's been a while since we've seen Rock wrestle. Probably since the pay-per-view,
Yes.
right?
Now by Blackman. Farouk
Yeah, because that's the same time we saw Farouk wrestle.
That's true.
Because remember, Farouk wasn't even on the show last week.
volatile situation.
Oh, he did. He came to get his ass kicked.
Farouk and
They
the
try to
leader
save
was Stu
Shamrock.
Blackman. And you gotta
Oh,
know
that's
that Ken
right.
Shamrock
Where's fucking,
is watching out in California
Where's
tonight with a
Blackman's
tournament
Twizzler
with a can.
sticks?
Farouk hammering away on The Rock.
I guess he was too angry to bring him out.
The opportunity to talk to Owen Hart a bit earlier in the week. Owen Hart telling us that the nation is his new family. Big kick by Farouk. Now
Oh,
the
shit.
His family.
What?
The Rock now. Look
Dominator.
It's over.
Oh! What
Oh,
the
yeah.
hell?
Farouk down with that Dominator. The leg is hooked. Hooks the leg. There's two in his
Imagine.
There
What?
you
Who
go.
booked this shit?
I'll tell you what kind of guy Ken
How do you
Shamrock is.
choreograph a match like that where the finisher comes in halfway, like in the
Well,
opening?
that's either the agent's fault or the wrestler's fault. That's not the booker's fault.
Let me just hit you with my finisher, Rock.
Yeah.
Well, at least The Rock didn't kick out of
With
it.
3
no
minutes into the
goddamn
match.
heat from the announcers either. They'd have been like, "It's over."
All
Well,
right.
I remember when Lesnar wrestled Reigns at WrestleMania 31. He like F5'd him 30 seconds into the match. I'm like, really?
And then it was German suplex after German suplex after German suplex
Yeah, I'm like, who?
after German suplex
Roman should have done
after
what
German suplex.
Roman should have just done what Kofi did and laid down.
Yeah.
Here it comes. Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh,
that's kind of a
Ow.
botch. These guys are actually
Yeah,
homies
that's-
right here, so it's interesting to see how they work together. But right now, Blackman's a fucking botch city.
yeah, he's still green.
But at least you know, at least when he's botching, he's not hurting anybody. That's the worst part.
Yeah. Still can't wait for head cheese.
Yes, head cheese.
Head cheese, head cheese, head cheese.
Wow. Bad. Bad sell.
I'll tell you something else I can understand. I think now
You
we can
kind of tell
understand
Owen's Hart's not really in it
signed the no-holds
right
barred
now.
match between two best friends tonight, between Dude Love
Oh, we're gonna see Dude Love and Terry Funk, no holds barred.
knows what he's doing.
Because he's Owen Hart's probably thinking like, what? Why am I in the fucking League of Domination or the?
League of Domination.
Because League of Domination. I should be teaming up with Harlem Hellum. They got the same skin and hair color.
Farouk definitely with a score to settle with The Rock.
A fucking den? Oh,
Oh.
whoa.
Hey,
Hook the leg, and Owen with another save.
you want to talk about selling a pile driver?
Oh, there's Hall of
I give
Fame.
that a 7. That's a solid 7 on the cell meter.
That was like an
Just a-
RVD.
Yeah, just the amount of air he got on that pop up.
RVD freaks me out every time he takes a pile driver because he bounces so fucking high.
5'2", 275. He is a big man with amazing agility.
The funny thing is, I used to never like the way that The Rock sold because I thought it was so over dramatic. But then you understand once you watch Young Rock why he did it.
And here comes
Mhm.
Owen Hart, the Black Heart.
I still think he sells his stunner too much.
Yeah, he definitely
Yeah.
does.
I would rather him take the stunner like fucking Scott Hall did than the way he does it.
And it was about as much as HBK sold for Hulk Hogan at SummerSlam.
Oh my god, I love that.
HBK wasn't selling for Hulk Hogan. That's how strong Hogan was.
Yeah.
Of all the fucking things, I'd never see Farouk do a inside cradle.
We sincerely thank you for inviting us into your
Right?
home once again here tonight. And look at
Bah.
the Hart, the inexperienced lethal weapon.
Well, one of the things I wanted to ask you guys was if you've got like just this tag team match, right? And It's just a basic tag team match between rivals. What's the psychology supposed to be in this match? Because I'm watching it and I'm like, there's not really much going on in the ring that's telling me a story that, that these guys obviously don't like each other, but how do you translate that into the ring without it being a fist fight?
It's kind of like, for me, it'd kind of be like I watch my GM mode YouTube videos of people. So just trying to prolong the Rock versus... I think that the thing is the Rock versus Farouk storyline you're trying to continue, I believe.
No, Chris is right, because think about it, their buddy Shamrock is out, so now they're, instead of having a 6-man, now they're going to have a tag team match to get revenge on Owen Hart. That's the thing right here. And Owen Hart is earning his chops right now as a Nation member. That's what they're trying to do.
One and only white member of the Nation.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, that looks like that hurt.
Yeah. I mean, it probably did.
He slammed him
I
so
like that
hard it
Matt
dried
is-
Owen's hair out.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes I watch the AEW strong style type shit, and I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like remember, like, how Brett said, Brett says, like, the goal is to, like, leave people, like, unbruised and whatever, right? Like,
Not
so
in
for
Pro
show.
Resu.
Yeah, don't.
Resu's not about that at all.
Yeah, Daniel Bryan, don't fucking slap me in the chest, you fucking psychopath. I want to leave here unraspberry, and I just want to
Jeff
leave.
Jarrett?
Wait,
What
why
the
is
hell?
Jeff Jarrett out
That's
here?
random. Oh, because ooh.
Well, I mean, him and Owen get together later, but not...
Yeah, it's the spinning heel kick, the new finisher.
You know what we did not get?
A
We got
smile
no
eraser.
smile eraser.
No smile eraser
That's a,
because they
that's a
fucked
face
it up.
move, man. It's a face move. You can't do it as a heel.
Oh,
Oh.
I feel like it was a heelish move.
Well,
Unless your name is Bad News Brown, they call it the Ghetto Blaster.
Oh no, for
Did they really call it that?
That was his finisher. Yeah, it's called the Ghetto Blaster.
Is one of the finest
Jeez.
officials ever to work for the World
I
Wrestling
love how it's
Federation.
voiced over by
Celebrated
Vince.
amateur and professional. All-American honors at Oklahoma State. He also earned tag team championship status here.
This is him just trying to say, like, oh, look at the Briscoes.
Gerald is fearlessly
Look at
dedicated
Gerald.
to the World Wrestling Federation. He is first and foremost a family man.
My
Gerald,
God,
with
this is
wife
like a
Barbara,
campaign
are the proud
commercial.
parents of Wes and Joe,
This is like when
who
Dick
are
Cheney
already
shot his
found
friend and his
themselves
friend went to
finding
apologize to
out.
him. This is the apology.
Gerald's family extends with
Sorry
I
for cracking
remember-
your skull open, buddy.
I remember when I saw the movie Vice, and then I was finally like, I fucking knew it.
What?
The Vice movie.
Miami
With
Vice?
No, Vice.
Oh.
It's a movie about,
I'd like to publicly thank that man.
About what's his-
today.
Dick Cheney.
Probably the finest
Oh
my God, this
that
is-
was a good movie.
You are so correct.
owner of the World
This
Wrestling
is
Federation.
totally the exact same thing. It's like Vince told him, go on there and say you love me. That was actually pretty amazing.
oh, yes!
Oh, Ed.
What?
You think you know me, know me, know me. You think you know me, know me.
Edge? His first appearance on a WWE program?
I never understood Edge's gimmick.
It was the Wanderer.
Neither did he.
That's why he was in the Brood. It was just a weird character.
Would you rather
Oh,
have
he
his
admitted
original
that
character?
He had no
Hayden's-
idea what he was doing.
would
One
you
of those
rather
like
him
Gen
come in
X
here?
like slack.
And how dare them ruin the Edge and Christian being brothers? How dare them retconning that?
Oh, it's gonna be brothers to me.
Would you rather him come in his original gimmick, Sexton Hardcastle?
No.
He eventually found his groove. It just took
Oh.
him a
Which
while.
is funny because that's kind of what the Radar Superstar became.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So funny story. I watched Wrestling with Regret, and he did the WrestleMania 14, and after the DX people did America the Beautiful, Vince McMahon said, that's the heat that Vince McMahon liked it, and he was like, this is the heat that Triple H and Shawn Michaels need at the end of the night. I love it. I love the national anthem. They're booing you. It's so perfect.
I've never heard Americans boo America before until that moment.
Right.
I mean, do you blame him though?
Well, it's just
No,
so-
that
it's
song
just-
sucked.
Yeah, it's just so funny that you had the original copy, Luis, or else we wouldn't have
Yeah.
gotten that gem.
That's one way of putting it.
Did we confirm they cut that from the Peacock?
They
version?
did.
Wow.
Uh huh.
Are you ready?
Oh man, we got to sit through fucking 8 minutes of this bullshit.
No. He said, "Are you ready?"
Are you ready?
Kane allegedly fears Freeman something.
Then Richmond, Virginia, for the thousands watching here in attendance and for the millions watching at home on live television.
This isn't live, you idiot.
Let's get ready to suck it!
Xbox in the background.
Xbox,
He
I know.
He shake my goddamn head.
As everybody knows, Operation DX continues. And tonight,
What the
right
hell?
now, we take care of business on our own front lawn. And speaking of front lawns, ladies,
And he had to really drive that one, right?
like the sign says, keep off my grass.
Do we ever get any questions or anything on our email?
No, I check every week.
Oh my goodness.
Oh
We saw
Jesus
their
Christ!
actions yesterday on Norfolk Scope. Operation DX was
Is he wearing?
All that set up for a shitty joke.
Brings to you the World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champions of the World. The Road Dogg, Jesse
You know, Xbox hasn't spoken since he first got here. I'm pretty sure I know why.
like to have fun, D-Generation.
God, have you learned nothing from WCW? Sit in the back, dance a little bit, and try to make it and pretend you're not there.
You stand about the same chance as a snowball in hell at beating us when we're at 100%. You see, last week, you may have pulled off a fluke and caught a quick uno, dos, tres on the WWF Tag Team Champions. But DX and the Dog and Mr. A Double Crooked Ladder do not turn down a challenge.
To me, your tag champions have to represent great wrestling, great character, great charisma. These guys are nothing but a mic. And not
They're
even
almost-
Billy Gunn.
This was their gimmick. That's all they did was just get
Yeah,
on the
this-
mic, and the crazy part was the crowds. It was actually over for a little while. It was over for about a year.
They're like the Guns now, the Gun Club. That's what they remind me of today.
Except for the Gun Club could actually, wrestle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I'll give
guess.
Billy Gunn credit. Billy Gunn can at least work. I have no respect for a fucking indie geek. How dare he? And I never liked Road Dogg and Billy Gunn much, anyways. But after he said that shit about Bret Hart, fuck that guy.
Yeah, that was just a stupid thing to say. Like it really
I
was.
am a better entertainer than Bret Hart.
Well, you know what's funny is like lately, like everyone's been like retrospectively praising Brett. Like Sean even said that Brett was a better wrestler than I was, and then X-Pac like went on this tirade about how Brett basically almost turned himself heel to get X-Pac over as the 1-2-3 kid, and how Brett was as good as he said he was. I mean, it was just nuts. And then you have Road Dogg at a note. Like, what's the point of that? Like, what was the point?
Pac is actually cutting a pretty good promo on these guys. He called
Well, yeah, I
Mr.
mean, he called them
Ass, and
dingleberries.
and he called Road Dogg Mr. Hole. And he called Triple H Mr. Nose, and then China just Mr. I was like, wow. That's pretty good.
Remember that promo they cut on Demolition? You guys said we cost you the tag titles. Well, we did. What are you gonna do about it?
Cry in your sausage. Sob in your schnitzel.
Oh man.
I'm talking to you. Why don't you talk to this right here?
That's why I mentioned it.
Oh, I can't see it.
Damn. Fuck.
Oh, I'm shaking in my boots. When we're finished kicking your ass in 8-8, man, you and Skanky can tuck it, buck it, and then you can suck it!
Oh no.
They should
Oh,
have
no.
given that fucking guy the mic.
Oh no. That why they call it X-Pac heat? Because it's just like, ooh. It just makes you feel some
The
type of way.
origins of X-Pac Heat.
That's kind of sad. When did X-Pac Heat start? Now. Now
Started
it
in
started.
2000, 2001 is when it started. They were just tired of him.
Like he sounded like he tried to make a catchphrase, but.
Oh, for sure he was trying.
Yeah, bro, this is a pay-per-view quality match that they're putting on TV. Well, I mean, you got two jobber-style wrestlers anyways.
I mean, at least it's no holds barred, so you know someone might die.
What the hell? Slam of the week. Oh, it's the old WWF logo.
Oh,
It is.
Huh. What the fuck was that?
That's fucking
I guess
weird.
when you go into retirement, you just go get drunk at the bar. Even this Raw logo has the old WWF logo on it.
And by WWF Classic Volume 2, experience your favorite WWF original jams now available in stores. Well, folks, last week
There's
Paul
a
Bearer
Wolfpack
disclosed
sign.
this information that rocked the very foundation of the Undertaker's existence.
Oh, that's right. This weird
Oh,
promo.
yeah.
oh.
My son!
They should have had Undertaker like throwing up at the thought of Paul Bear being fucking his mom. Like, oh.
I mean, I probably would have.
What fucking music do they have playing in the background here?
That's
Like,
what I'm trying to figure out.
some sealed level shit.
Weird.
Up again, Dan Severn.
Now he's off the leash.
Look at that. No NWA Heavyweight Championship.
Maybe kicking out Cornette finally kicked out the NWA influence, but then we still have to deal with those two jokers of the new Midnight Express.
Yeah, but pretty soon we're going to get Brawl for All, so.
What the fuck? Savio Vega reduced the jobber status here. Oh shit, Angle took his gimmick. Hey, what's up, Miguel?
Arr.
Say hi.
Hi. Watch out.
Hey, little guy.
Hey, what's up, little man?
Watch out. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Ooh, Savio.
Watch out.
Watch out. Wanna watch wrestling with
out.
Daddy? Wanna watch some wrestling with Daddy?
Do what?
Let's start him young.
Yeah.
Wow, this is really to advertise UFC pay-per-view.
Hey, Dr. Legend, at least there's one person in that house that knows something about wrestling.
That's true.
Oh.
Oh no.
Come on,
You go
Savio.
point the camera and go, you.
Angelo,
I
that's no
taught
way
him
to
how
talk
to do
about
the
Lisa's
you,
wife.
and I taught him how to do the Hulk up. As soon as I get
Really?
to yeah.
Of all the great athletes that have competed here in the WWF, none have a more diverse combat background than
Bots?
Dan.
No, we're not watching Thobots. We're watching
I always
wrestling.
tell my wife when I come to do the podcast that I'm turning into John Cena. She won't be able to see me.
No, that cuts glass. You know, Daddy can't say no to do that. So he has to. Say goodbye to everybody. Say bye-bye.
Bye, little man. Love you.
Once he's a little bit older, he can start joining the podcast.
Hell no, this is the Attitude Era. I don't want him seeing that shit.
Not until he's at least 10.
Oh my god, that move reminds me. You know what Coco Beware's finisher was?
No, and I don't care.
It was a goddamn brain buster.
Really? I didn't know
The
that.
suplex into the DDT. That was his finisher. He never just did it on pay-per-view because what non-jobber is going to take that move?
Because he never won.
That's true.
At least on pay-per-view, he never did.
That is just creepy ass looks.
So
Wait,
we
what
got
the
a few
fuck?
minutes now? Could I get somebody to get me some water?
Oh, they're shooting, guys.
Oh shit!
Listen, come here, I want to ask you something. Do what? Come here, I want to ask you something.
Want to do some cocaine? and have sex with underage women, supposedly, allegedly.
I told her. I told the whole world he's my son. He is my son, Jerry. Is that simple? Come on.
Jerry's laughing.
He's my son. I can't. You're telling me. You don't believe me. No, you're telling me you nailed the Undertaker's mother.
That's funny because Percy
Nailed.
Pringle's voice. He has to keep his fucking Paul Bear voice in this shoot.
Okay. Tell me. Well, how did it happen? Can I trust you? I'll tell nobody. I was 19 years old. I was apprentice at the funeral home. Right. I went out one Tuesday night to the wrestling matches like I always do with my friends. Had a few beers. Coming to the funeral home, and there she was in this little Teddy outfit.
What the fuck?
What's that little Teddy outfit?
I don't want to hear this.
No kidding.
I wasn't fat like I am now either. In fact, Jerry,
Is he saying he lost his virginity to the Undertaker's mom?
Anyway,
That's
I come to
nuts.
the door and
Oh.
she took me right there.
What the fuck?
There. Where was
Undertaker's mom is a whore.
No, on the kitchen floor. Oh no! Yeah, on the kitchen floor of the funeral. Paul Bearer slips the salami to the Undertaker's mother on the kitchen floor.
Oh my god!
I swear to God. I swear. It's the gospel truth.
Where's this WrestleMania was fucking WWE moment they never talk about? What the fuck?
That's I lost my virginity. It's true. Paul Bearer buries his
Where was Mr. Undertaker?
She was alone and a groaning and a screaming, and I heard
Oh.
little feet coming down the stairs. It's a good thing I got up because it was little Taker coming down the stairs. I stopped him.
Oh,
Little Taker.
His mama's seat. One was in New York, and the other one was in LA. Can you imagine? If little Undertaker had come
Oh,
in and seen Paul Bearer
very
and his mother
disturbing.
bumping uglies.
What the hell?
That's bad.
I've been told that the
That has to have been a
conversation
Russo.
that I just had with Paul Bearer was inadvertently broadcast and
On this taped segment
certainly
that
no
was
need
not
for this
live.
conversation to be on the air, and I want to apologize to Paul Bearer, and I want to apologize to any of the viewers of the World Wrestling Federation that it may have offended. Sorry.
That shit-eating grin on his face.
where's your fucking apology to the Undertaker, though? Muzzy never apologized to the Undertaker.
She publicly challenged Mark Miro. Let's take you back.
Are they really gonna wrestle?
Oh my god, yeah, brace yourself, buddy. It's not good for our boy from here on out.
Not main event Mark.
2 weeks, and I'll really humiliate you by kicking your ass in front of the entire world right here.
Let the burial begin.
It's basically the beginning of the end.
His career goes downhill faster than DDP WWE.
With marvelous Mark Miro. Take a look at this.
Now we got a promo to see how tough she is. It's all tits.
There's the mask there too.
She didn't do Playboy yet, right?
No, it's later on.
Not yet.
No.
Jeez, man.
Wasn't she the first one?
Yeah, she was
Yeah.
the first one.
And then China was next.
He was. Was it China?
Yeah, China was next.
Which is funny because everyone rips on her for how ugly she is, and then once she became on Playboy, like the #1 selling issue of Playboy of all time.
Because they
It's
wanted to
people
know.
wanted to actually, yeah, they wanted to know. I'm sorry, China, but they wanted to know.
God, this is so fake.
The
Yeah, she
music.
can't even hit.
Yeah! Here we go!
With that man, Marvelous Mark Merrill, it's next week live in the Baltimore.
Yeah.
You gotta wonder just how physical
It's just,
It's
he
gonna
said,
be
just
next
me,
week.
baby. You son of a bitch, give this man the applause he deserves.
Hero again endearing himself to this capacity crowd here in Richmond. He's gonna have his hands full next week, though, in Baltimore live. A public confrontation with Sable. Great seats are still available in Baltimore. You can be with us live in the arena next week, and don't forget.
Please don't tell me he's gonna fight the fucking
At the beautiful Nashville
Brady
Arena.
guy again.
On May the 18th in Nashville.
Tom Brandy.
I'm Brandy.
Proud to know you will join me this evening.
Oh God, Tennessee Lee, Jesus Christ.
Was it a tag match?
Your country music. He's the greatest singer. He's the greatest entertainer.
They're doing two heels against each other?
Wrestler. That's right, folks. He's J-E-F-F. J-A-R-R.
God, look at how much money they spend on this clown.
I understand Double J has become a real fixture down
Did
there.
Jerry Jarrett like suck Vince McMahon's dick every day? Because Jesus Christ.
I mean, he did run his company for him for 2 years. He didn't sink it. That's
I mean, I think this right here shows that the Southern style of wrestling is all but dead. I've never liked that Southern style, the Tennessee, the Memphis, the Mid-Atlantic stuff. It's dead. That's old school stuff. Wrestling.
God, when did the Neidhart as a fucking KKK member attacking Virgil? When did that happen?
What?
What?
You guys have never seen this?
No.
So there's a clip of some Southern show or whatever where Virgil is out there wrestling and he's the face, and then he gets attacked by a guy in a KKK outfit, and it turns out to be Jim Neidhart.
Are you kidding me?
I am not shitting you. No, go find that clip on
I'm
YouTube.
afraid to Google that. I really am.
Just Google
I don't blame
Virgil
you.
versus Neidhart South, and you should find where. Okay, what kind of idiot would do a drop kick on the outside?
That one?
But you know what? I love this because it's pushing the storyline of the guy. If someone interfered in your match, if they had a match, you'd be like, no, fuck this guy. I'm gonna go kick his ass.
Yeah, seriously.
So does it mean we didn't get to see Mark Marrow?
He wins by default. Oh, the switch.
I don't even remember that happening. Remember that?
That was a fast count.
That was the PlayStation Slam of the Week featuring Tekken 3. There are games, and then there's Tekken 3.
God,
Fucking PlayStation.
Oh, so it's a tag team match. Oh, damn it.
Was this the 8-man?
No. The 8-man. Maybe the 8-man's over the edge? I don't know.
Titan bikes?
We're already into the next hour? Where was the...
That was fast.
They didn't show the sign, but they announced it on the color commentary team change.
Yeah, it's very weird. Huh. Oh shit.
Is it a? Oh, it is an 8-man.
Who are the other
Yeah, they-
two on the side of Jarrett and Marrow? Is it supposed to be DX?
Oh, Jared and Marrow were supposed to wrestle each other, and Blackman interfered.
Oh, so they just canceled the match?
Yeah.
Marrow wins by default, and he main evented Raw's 1 hour. That
Is it gonna be
counts. That counts.
Wait, who are they fighting?
I think
DX?
DX.
Yeah, they're fighting DX.
I think they're just trying to do everything in their power to impress Sonny. I think they wanted to get out here, strut their stuff in front of Sonny. Look at this. And in the process, they manipulated the DOA. Got themselves a 8-man instead of the DOA having a tag title match.
Folks, a quick reminder, the WWF is going to be live this Friday night in Cincinnati. And
Why are they kicking Sunny out? She never interferes in a match.
She's out there so we can stare at her instead of China.
that she's got to go.
Oh, come on, ref.
Yeah, but they'll let China and whoever hang out in there.
Commissioner Slaughter came out here earlier and evacuated the nation from the premises to make a level playing field.
So
Who wouldn't know?
And maybe that's the deal here.
I don't think you want to talk some shit, Kyoto.
What's the matter with these referees anyway, JR?
Maybe it's just a preventive officiating. We talked about Cincinnati.
Yeah, she's not long for this world, as I recall. She ends up in WCW not soon after.
Sonny?
Yeah, she started having drug problems.
Still does.
Still.
Yeah, yeah. She's got problems for
Oh,
sure.
she's got big problems now.
X-Pac making his way to the ring. He is a phenomenal athlete. And this will be our first opportunity to see DX in mass, in action.
X-Pac is wrestling in fucking Windbreaker.
About time. I was gonna see. I was wondering.
Those are mopeds or something.
Get out of control, you know.
Stupid mopeds.
Well, I'm more
Jesus
interested in the
Christ.
fact that
This is like
X-Pac is going to be in the
this
ring.
is like when you're a kid watching wrestling and your parents walk in and something cringy happens. Like, oh no, don't judge wrestling like this. Why could you walk in when Stone Cold was here?
Well, it's like, it's crazy. Like this entire like era of the Attitude Era is basically telling people to suck your dick, right? Like,
Yeah.
and we
did
wonder
like
why
it.
everyone online playing video games tells each other to suck their dicks. Like,
I did like the fact that wrestling is so mainstream that in our high school, you told anybody to suck it, you get attention.
It was just the funniest thing to do. Like I remember
Oh, they are
being,
gonna
stopping
kick
people.
China out.
like I remember being on the school bus once and then standing up and then the bus driver looking at me and me looking at him. And he knew I was gonna do it. He's like, "Don't do it." But he's like, but he knew I had to do it. He's like, "Go ahead."
A tear rolled down. A tear rolled down his eyes. He's just like Ric Flair,
So proud.
WrestleMania 24.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I love you.
tell them the cop story on the bus, man. That's my favorite one.
Oh yeah. So we got we were throwing condom wrappers with mayonnaise out the window, and we got pulled over by the school police. And we had a cute little chant for them, and we were all gonna say it. It was, "I smell bacon, I smell grease, I smell Hesperia school police." And and I stood up, and nobody else did. But I was already in it, and I was like,
You'd already committed.
yeah, I was like, watch this. You,
Oh man.
Come in.
me.
Oh man.
Yeah, and then my mom had to take me to school, and she wasn't happy.
I can't imagine.
Oh God.
Oh, good.
I
Hi.
dare you to find anybody who has a more beautiful power slam than Animal. This is interesting.
Power slam?
Yeah. You know what? You guys notice something? Normally, Vince puts the heels in the bottom right corner and the faces
Yeah, that's,
on the top left, and look what's happening.
they're on.
Technically, they're on opposite sides.
Yeah.
Never noticed that.
Oh, we're not getting X-Pac wrestling today. God forbid we're scrubbed of that joy. I can't wait for. I think it's the 2000
Is
Rumble.
China wrestling?
She is.
This is without
Oh.
doubt the first ever intergender match in WWF history, isn't it?
It is not the first ever intergender match, you fucking lunatic. If
He
I
wishes it
recall
was.
correctly, the first one, at least on pay-per-view, was at WrestleMania 6. Macho King and Sensational Sherry versus Dusty Rhodes and Sapphire.
That would make
And that was mixed tag.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
They may have missed their opportunity to win the tag titles tonight. They may not be overwhelmed.
You guys know that Sapphire wasn't even a wrestler. She was just a fan.
It looked like it.
Yeah.
She was just a very big Dusty Rhodes fan. And I said, let's just put her on here because they have great chemistry together.
No, I thought she was like a locker room assistant, would like drive the guys from the airports to the hotels in a van or something, right?
What the? God, they're chesting out China here.
That was very long.
That was like the safest and slowest Hurricane Rana of all time.
Well, I mean, look at who she's working with. You know.
I mean, you're not wrong there. It's not your typical Texas catch cam style wrestling match going on here. You know what's weird? I used to always hate watching WCW on TV because they would always cut to commercial during matches, and WWE was really good about not doing it. But like now, I see that they do it here. I'm like, was I mistaken? Like,
I feel like they've always done that.
They didn't do it as much though in the Attitude Era because the matches were usually a lot shorter.
see how unclean that power slam was? Should take notes from Animal.
Remember when Vince McMahon didn't want matches to end during commercial breaks, or he didn't want matches to continue during commercial breaks, so he had 2 out of 3 falls matches.
Oh my god!
Remember that era?
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, that was a scary couple weeks. Months actually. It's like this makes no sense. Like every match is a 2 out of 3, 2 out of 5, or 3 out of 5. You know.
Yeah. Ugh. I'm so glad Vince is technically not in creative anymore. Although he kind of.
Oh shit!
I know, right?
What the fuck?
She's like the Terminator. Oh, there it is!
Oh!
He just fucking my.
He just hit my brother's dick.
Idiots, get out of the ring!
My dick. My dick.
that was good. That was good stuff.
If I were one of the boys, I would be very upset. I know a lot of guys were. They were like, I don't want to sell for fucking China. And they're like, what are you talking about? She could be WWF champion one day. You know, look at this. What does she think she is?
I mean, they pushed her pretty.
No,
they pushed her pretty good for a while.
Well, that's why I give Jericho credit for doing the. He's like, well, I might as well do this. I have nothing else going on.
I
mean, that's really what kind of got Jericho over, because Jericho was floundering until that feud with China. And they were co-Intercontinental champions.
Yeah, and then who was the other guy that was a part of the feud? There was one more person.
It was originally Jeff Jarrett because he was the one that had.
Okay, yeah, that's what it was.
But he lost it and went to WC. That's where he held Vince up.
Yeah, he's like.
I don't know. How do you guys feel China winning the world title at this time?
At this time, it would be a bad idea.
Or any time.
Yeah.
She was never over enough to win the world title. There was just better stars to carry the company. Like, she wasn't selling a lot of merch.
I mean, I feel bad for her because like they tried to make a women's division, but there are no women that compared to her. Like she would just maul and destroy everybody.
And she basically did.
I mean, the women's division didn't get good until the last like 10 years, if not 7 or 8.
Wasn't until the NXT women when Triple H gave them time.
I think it's 8-ball, but I wouldn't want to bet on it.
I think it's 8-ball. Jesus. I think it's Cocaine Bear.
Billy got a legal man here. Along with
Can't believe they're like, we'll name this guy after some coke and see how many people notice.
Uh-oh. Skull and, look out here. Look at this.
Where are they
I
attacking
knew
each other?
this was happening. Oh, this is the start of it?
The partners are fighting. All hell is breaking loose here.
Hey,
The
wait a
devastating
minute.
side slam.
Oh god, don't bring out the side slam counter again, please.
Ring the bell, goddammit.
Vince
Makes me
took
feel
it.
very uncomfortable.
Vince took it,
So wait,
Chris.
what-
It's back.
Oh,
Why are
shit.
they fighting each other?
It's in
What happened?
Gorilla.
I missed something.
So Hawk tagged him, and that was it. And then Animal started going off on one of them and arguing, and he pushed him down, and they just started slapping each other. Oh shit!
Oh!
He's giving a one-way ticket to Concussion City.
Yep. Ooh. I mean,
It'd
DOA's
be
not
nice
that
if they
long
had
for
a
this world
better
either, so-
explanation for why this happened. I'm happy it happened, but oh shit! What the fuck?
WWF Over the Edge in your house.
We're
It's
2,
live, May
3 weeks
31st
away
from the
on.
Wisconsin Center
Yeah, we're
in
3 weeks
Milwaukee.
away,
It's presented
and we
by
don't have any
TBS.
matches set.
Drive hard.
That's crazy.
And there was some hard driving, King, during the commercial break. Our cameras picked up the
Ooh.
action here.
Oh, wow.
I would have loved it if they like, took that down, and then there was like fucking Al Snow just sitting on a toilet, like, oh shit,
Still say the Legion of Doom was jealous and
oh shit,
DOA was gonna win the
Oh, God.
Finally, DOA, smart
They're
Oh,
still going after each other.
Oh.
Legion of Doom talked them out of a title shot here tonight. This ain't
That
over
had
by
to
a long
hurt.
shot. Watch this right here. Yeah.
oh my
Oh.
god, that is not meant to do that.
What was that? A pan?
It was a corkboard.
Oh.
But still, I mean, that's gonna hurt.
Goldust makes his way to the ring. Would like to remind everyone, all the fans of the WWF Superstar line, that we've got some big news tonight on Option 3. What WWF
Option
superstar
3.
found himself surrounded by police today in Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, Stone Cold Steve
Who it
Austin.
was and why on the WWF Superstar line at 1-800-737-4WWF.
Chris, call that number.
That's what I was thinking. I need a nut.
I need
Who is
to know.
this?
Mysterious man.
Absolutely. Today in Atlanta, big superstar surrounded
Oh, there's the old Gold Dust.
in Atlanta today. We'll
Yeah.
tell you who and why.
I guess he's back then. I don't see Luna with him, so.
She's kind of served his purpose.
That's fucked up.
Kane? Oh my!
Yeah.
Run! Run!
Get out of
Goldust.
there.
It's probably like too high to know what's going on.
Aren't they both heels?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paul Bear's gonna be in trouble with me for leading me into that locker room conversation a while ago. Can you imagine, King, what the Undertaker is going to think
What
about
is
you?
going on here?
Don't even go there. I didn't say anything. Paul Bear was spilling his guts.
Yeah, he's like, what the hell?
That has Russo written all over it.
Oh, Russo, the fucking brilliant genius.
Yeah, you.
Oh, I think I know what's gonna happen.
I think I got it too.
We're gonna get our face here in a second, guys.
Paul Bear's the one that baloney or some darn airing his dirty laundry here. Boy, this is an animal. A 7'3".
You know, for a guy who's lost most of his matches in WWE, he's still a fucking big threat.
Mhm.
Yes. Get him, Kane. I mean, Goldust. I want Goldust.
I was like, wait, what?
What is on his fucking hand? Is it because it was burnt?
The fire.
Yeah, because
He's
it
wearing an oven
fired.
mitt?
WWF title last week.
Might
You
be.
gotta wonder if this is a form of punishment from Mr. McMahon to Goldust. Is it
Oh
punishment
shit,
or
that's
is
it. Do
collusion?
it.
Oh.
Wait a minute, come
Fucking
on.
Maybe
work.
Goldust didn't lose
Oh.
last week.
Go back with the conspiracy theory again, right, JR? What'd you do? Watch JFK on cable all this weekend? Well, hey, dude, love. And gonna have to fight a Vince McMahon tonight.
I could just see Vince in his ear. Say the JFK line. Say the JFK line. It'll be funny.
I could totally see that happening.
Say it, goddamn.
Hey, God damn it.
You delivered it wrong. That's why nobody laughed.
If I would have delivered it, everybody would have laughed.
God, apparently Vince is an asshole in Gorilla when commentary.
I could bet, man.
Yeah, that's the rumor I heard.
Like it seems like Michael Cole's a free man now. Like,
Well, like
The commentary's definitely been better.
he wants every line that he wants in, and they can't concentrate. It's like, okay, well, do I listen to Vince or do I try and do my own thing?
Oh fuck!
oh,
Shit.
Jesus.
The back of the head.
That was
Jesus
a close
Christ.
talk.
Oh, he pushed
Whoa,
Kane
whoa.
aside.
Damn.
Like, what'd you do to my mom?
The Undertaker, paying attention to no one or nothing but Paul Bear.
Oh, there's your bell, Chris.
Ooh.
He's very here. Oh my, this is bad. Now the Undertaker, the Phenom, hammering away at his own brother. What a war! What a hellacious war between these two giant brothers. Get up, Undertaker, that's Paul's son.
It's kind of like oddly weird that the feud's still going on when you think it would have ended at the
Unforgiven.
Inferno match.
It's
Yeah.
like, well, I
Yeah.
mean, that's the basis of a good story. Like, this isn't gonna be over until like one of these guys is quote unquote dead. You know, they absolutely hate each
Or until
other.
they join forces.
That's true.
If you think about it, man, Undertaker's always been in it with like the best heels, like Mankind,
Yeah.
Kane,
Oh,
Shawn
he punched
Michaels. Ooh.
Slaughter.
Stupid Slaughter got hit again.
That guy needs to learn how to take a bump.
Yeah, he needs to not just be on TV. He's terrible.
We need Ministry Taker. We need Ministry Taker.
Like,
Well, you know what's funny about the
yelling at
Ministry Taker?
camera. Like,
It
if
was
you watch
reflecting-
this-
And now, the Cineburst Rewind.
Cineburst.
The only gum with flavor crystals for long-lasting.
Look at
great
those
taste.
3D graphics, guys.
I gave you every bit of energy I had.
I can finally say for the first time, after 13 years of blood, sweat, and tears,
The
that it's
hell?
not worth it anymore.
Then he came back like a week later.
Yeah. Yeah.
The same broadcast.
Cineburst gum, the only
Same
gum with
broadcast.
flavor crystals for long-lasting great
The
taste.
graphics.
Why are those fucking sharks farting words?
Well, welcome back, everybody. And maybe we haven't seen the last of Cactus Jack because Mr. Vince McMahon has ordered a no-holds-barred Falls Count Anywhere match between two best friends here tonight. Terry Funk and Mick Foley
Jesus.
We
have
need to
been
get a promo
Wow.
on this. God, they're tight on time, aren't they?
The world as mentor and pupil, bitter rivals, and ultimately best friends. They have a hardcore.
I remember seeing that explosion match clip all the time during the Attitude Era.
You know what my wife said to me? I wish you would have taken
Yeah.
Iron Mike Sharp as your hero instead of Chainsaw Charlie. You'd live a lot longer.
You know you're sick, you know that, don't you?
Me?
Yeah, you are. Mick Foley is just as sick as Cactus Jack, just as sick as Dude Love, and just as sick as Mankind.
Dude Love's not supposed to be a sick character.
Oh.
He's supposed to be like Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels. The real Shawn Michaels or the one we saw on camera?
I love how in his version of the belt, the leather part is in foil, like it's metal, and the belt, the buckle, it should be metal. It's not. It's paper.
A similar quest by following his idol.
Everybody's got their heroes in life,
and mine was Terry Funk.
What
And
was
about
he
the greatest wrestler I think I've
doing
ever
in
seen.
life to gain all that fucking
And I
weight?
thought, well, my life would be complete if I could beat him. And he had just signed with a company in Japan, and it was the only phone call I ever made.
Which company?
For work, and I called up and I said,
FMW.
I want to come to Japan. And I'd heard rumor about these.
Oh,
matches that
okay.
took place, and I didn't care. As far as I was concerned, this was my destiny.
Oh, never in my life. Are you kidding me? What kind of idiot would say, yeah, I'll do that match?
It's crazy that AEW, looking at this and looking what AEW tried to recreate it, they just couldn't.
They tried to recreate that?
Kind of
The
match.
death match.
What? Oh,
Well, it
is that the
wasn't
explosion
bad
thing
until
where
the
he was?
fizzle out.
Yeah.
Where I saw that. It looked so cheesy.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
a little. Tony Khan asked for his
They-
money back.
They admitted that was not what was supposed to happen.
What was supposed to happen?
A big explosion.
Yeah.
A bomb.
A bomb did happen.
Oh, I love that spot. I like that one too.
Oh my god.
Oh.
And yes, Cactus Jack.
I will say Cactus Jack has the best theme of all of them.
And he's the
Oh,
best.
yeah.
He's the best one.
I'd agree with that too. I prefer him over the other ones.
Cactus Jack, he's got an undeniable love for pain.
Jesus.
That's why old Chainsaw Charlie came here, because
God, those
he loves
unprotected
Cactus
chair
Jack.
shots.
You know that.
I know he does.
They're editing them on the YouTube channel. They edit those chair shots out.
They do?
They do like a cut where they just cut it out, so it's like it goes
Yeah.
from the chair shot and
Years of reckless abandon created an incredible bond
you
between
don't actually see the
Mick,
hit.
Terry, and the fans. But that
Like I
was
said, this is
all
like
Terry.
trying to sell a pay-per-view match, but they're loose on time. It's like, let's just fill this up with fucking a big ass promo, hyping these guys up.
I gave you every bit of energy I had. And when I was laying down, you chanted someone else's name.
Oh yeah, he's the fucking star.
But you did
I remember when WWE sold that as a 15-foot high steel cage, and I used to buy it. Like, fucking 15 feet high, holy shit.
Sweat and tears. It's not worth it anymore. It's gonna be a long time before you see Cactus Jack in the ring again.
Now Mick Foley has decided to walk alone.
Well, it wasn't that much longer than
of his fans.
Cactus Jack came back eventually.
As the one-time king of the hardcores sold out on his fans, his legacy, and his partner were the promise of WWF Gold. Terry Funk thinks so.
I love him like a son.
Fucking Terry.
God. We're gonna call you Chainsaw Charlie. You're gonna put pantyhose over your face so no one knows you're Terry Funk. We're gonna call you Terry from time to time.
all the time.
All the time.
Terry, all the time.
Steve Austin is going to be at ringside. You can't trust a rattlesnake.
Austin's gonna be at ringside? Why? Oh, come on.
Yes!
yay!
Welcome to the set of my latest video.
You fucking bunch of Russo marks over here enjoying this shit.
It's the only good thing he did.
Yo,
This is classic though.
Soldier of Love.
Introduce you to my co-star. I'm sure you will all know the luscious Jenna Jameson.
What the fuck?
Ladies, when Val Venus finally crosses
that really her?
enemy lines,
Yeah,
Looks
it's
like
her.
she aged like
into
50
the
years.
World Wrestling Federation. One look at my silencer,
Good lord.
and you'll all be left speechless.
He's reciting him like he's a 15-year-old boy.
perfect. He's coming.
Did he come? Did he come?
He come.
Austin.
Well, at least he's getting some. Dang, he's not wrestling, not cutting a promo or anything tonight.
He's just sitting there, I guess.
King, are you ready? Our broadcast partner is going to be joining us momentarily. And what an
Austin is going to be in the broadcast booth.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's at least going to be entertaining.
Well, sitting out here with Stone Cold Steve Austin doing color commentary was a tough job. How do you do?
Look at the fans, man. You do not get this anymore.
No, that's big pop.
Nope.
Is
That's
Austin?
an Austin pop.
Wait, isn't Austin teasing wrestling at WrestleMania?
No, I don't think he is.
Oh, okay.
But then I'm looking at the card, and there's only 7 matches on Saturday and 6 on Sunday. And I think last year they had 8 and 8.
I'll tell you what. This could be a most interesting.
What time Stand and Deliver?
Holy
Oh
shit.
fuck! It's like early. It's like 10:30.
Look at
on
all those.
Saturday?
Super early in the. Yeah,
Is that on
it's like
Peacock?
at 10:30.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on Peacock.
Steve Weiser.
Still, I heard lots of tickets available for
Holy
that show.
shit. You just damn drank that whole fucking beer.
Where are they having Stand and Deliver?
Crypto.
Oh, really?
hmm
Crypto Arena? And they didn't sell out yet?
Oh hell no! It's like a 10 o'clock showtime our time. Like most of the people that come for WrestleMania, they go to all those other shows on Friday night, and all the independent shows and shit. Who
So
the fuck wants to
where's-
get up super early to go to a Stand and Deliver?
So the Hall of Fame is taking place after SmackDown. Is it taking place on the SmackDown set?
Yeah,
So
Yeah,
where's
they do it in
they
the
do it
ring
in the
now.
ring.
Where's
Yeah,
SmackDown
they do it
taking
in the
place
ring.
then?
Crypto,
What arena is the Crypto Arena?
Staples Center.
Staples.
Oh,
the
it's-
old Staples Center.
Oh, it's not called Staples anymore. I
No,
didn't
it's
know.
called Crypto.
No, called
What was-
Crypto.com Arena.
When was the last time you went shopping at Staples, Angelo?
Not that long ago. I think I bought this chair.
I bought that. That figures as much. Wow, the debut of Mick Foley as a wrestler.
Well, I'll tell you what it is now.
There it is.
No music.
Anything, but here comes the man that beat you.
I think you're trying to get me upset because he didn't beat me. How did he beat me?
Well, all I know is I saw him with those fingers down your throat. What did that feel like?
Well, I didn't feel worth a damn.
When does he get that car crash music song? Da-da-da, da-da-da.
I think after he wins the title.
Yeah.
No, the one he has when he wins the title is a different song. It's weird.
It's after he wins the title. He gets that one, I believe.
Okay.
We need a referee for this this brawl.
I guess he's a car crash.
World Wrestling Federation Hall of Famer Pat Patterson.
What?
Hey,
I guess
JR, you
how's this
oh,
crap?
no, I guess Mr. McMahon must have
Oh
signed
Jesus!
the Hall of Fame.
Are you behind this?
Please tell me this is one hell of a rip.
Oh, shit.
Now, look at him.
Well, that wouldn't surprise me.
This, ring the bell with this stupid little haircut.
Finish between Mick Foley and Terry Funk, and as I guess I never thought this.
Not a lot of weapons out here right now.
He says he turned on his friend. Hey, you got to do what you got to do in this sport. And I respect the fact that they want to be buddies and all that, but this is pro wrestling. You either go in there and beat someone's ass, or you get your ass beat, and that's just the way it is.
Well, speaking of that, were you upset about
It's
what
just the
happened
way it is.
to Gerald Briscoe last week?
What happened to him?
Well,
Man hit him with the belt. Oh, Vince was trying to hit me in the back of the head with the belt. It backfired on him. Vince is never going to get rid of me as long as he lives.
You know, I didn't know this, but WrestleMania 19 had a lower buy rate than the Royal Rumble of that year.
Really?
Did you guys know that?
No.
I did not know
That's a
that.
little surprising.
I double check it, but people are saying that was true.
Let me double check that.
19 was a good card.
That's what I was thinking too. Like 19
I
had a
know-
great card.
19 was the last one in the last like 20 years that didn't get a million buys, but let me double check.
That's crazy. For God's sakes, that's Shawn Michaels versus Jericho.
You had
So-
Hogan versus McMahon, Rock, Austin.
That's a negative.
Kurt
there, Ghost
Angle.
Rider.
Okay.
Royal Rumble 03 had a 0.99 buy rate, and WrestleMania 19 had a 1.08 buy rate, so barely over.
Barely over, but still, usually WrestleMania is like 20 to 30% higher than any other show.
Not in the Attitude Era. So here's the crazy part about the Attitude Era is WrestleManias are usually the bigger ones, but not by much because they're basically like SummerSlam 99 got like a 1.6. I mean, WrestleManias are always bigger, but not by a lot because they're not during the Attitude Era at least.
Okay. Did you, oh yeah, you know what? That's a great question. Who's you guys' boyhood hero wrestler, and would you ever want to wrestle him in a match? Brett?
Oh, that would be probably Hogan because I was a mark as a kid. And would I want to wrestle Hogan? Yeah, maybe. It would be like wrestling my dad. Every time he hulked up, I was like, "Oh, that's my dad getting angry."
Angelo?
I mean, mine's Brett, and I would love to wrestle Brett. I think Brett would make me look like $1 million, and without wrestling training, he'd probably make me look like a fucking superstar. So yeah, I'd love to wrestle Brett.
Chris, would you take Sweet Chin Music?
Oh, I'd love to take Sweet Chin Music. I think Shawn Michaels on in a second. I'll break his smile
All
so
up and
quick.
around his face. He wants it all over his face, in his mouth.
I'd love to see Chris take a fucking Sweet Chin Music because he'd be the only one that takes a face bump from it. He's like, and then he falls forward.
They're probably real now. They're probably real now that I think about it.
Real kicks.
Real kicks.
Here's a good question for you guys. If you guys could undo one major booking decision in the Attitude Era, what would you choose?
I think I already explained this, but I want to do a segment. I was gonna tell you guys about this, but I want to do a segment, like a sub segment that we can help promote the show. Holy shit! You just beating up Lawler? Oh fuck! I was gonna call it.
Shit.
I was gonna call it BID. Book it differently. Like take wrestling
that's good.
storylines that may or may not have succeeded and come up with a creative solution to fix it. And for me, the one thing I think about all the time is Austin should have never wrestled Shawn at WrestleMania 14. He should have wrestled Brett. That was the money feud at the time between those two guys. And Austin had never beaten Bret Hart. So could you imagine the heat going into that feud, that WrestleMania or whatever? Like Austin can do everything he can to try to beat Bret, going up against the Total Heart Foundation and all that stuff. That would have been money.
I want to comment on that, but I think it would be better for that segment because there's a lot to unpack with that one.
Yeah. All right, what do you think, Brett?
WrestleMania 2000. Absolutely would have rebooked that. Rebooked it, singles match between Rock and Triple H. Rock wins. And none of this bullshit hot potato that happens after it. And all that crap.
McMahon in every corner.
Oh god, that was the tagline.
Yeah. Chris?
Shawn Michaels versus Undertaker at Royal Rumble. I wouldn't have it be a casket match, so Shawn Michaels wouldn't break his back.
Bro?
That makes sense.
Honestly, my booking decision would probably be like the corporate ministry stuff that they were doing. That got so convoluted because then they had the union. It was just so difficult to keep track of. Luckily, everyone was watching wrestling, so it was easy, but I probably would have done something a little differently with that whole mashup because they honestly didn't know what they were doing.
I was going to say, like, one of the segments I was going to try to do for Book It Different was the reveal of the greater power. But honestly, I don't know how you fix that. They really roped themselves into a corner. I don't think there's anything you could have done that would have fixed that. I mean, like who?
Bring in Sting. That's
You'd
what
have
they
to,
should have
yeah.
done.
You'd have to
Brought in
bring
Sting.
somebody. You'd have to bring in somebody.
But they were like, who? Like the only other, there's only like 2 other people that could have made a bigger difference that were Austin's like quote unquote older enemies. It was Brian Pillman, but he was dead, or Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. But Ricky never plays heel. He's never been a heel his whole life.
You know what I would have done is, on second thought, was instead of Rikishi being the person to run him down, I would have convinced Shawn to come back and have him be the person that ran him down.
I mean,
Right,
that would
yeah,
have
'cause
made
they-
more sense. A bit more sense than fucking Rikishi, but
Yeah,
Rikishi
yeah,
was
they-
getting
they-
hot.
I mean, they should have just had it be The Rock. It'd be like, The Rock did it for The Rock.
Well, I'm glad they fucking pulled the corner. Like, no, just say Triple H ordered Rikishi to do it.
Yeah, that was the stupid part.
No,
Was they had to
God,
like, roll
no,
that
don't
back.
do this, you old son of a
You
bitch.
know what's so crazy? So
Oh
they
my
give
God.
so
Oh
they
my
give
goodness.
Sting all this credit for doing all this crazy shit right now at his age, but Terry Funk was doing it way back in the day.
I don't know why Sting is still wrestling. Like, that's one thing I'll never understand. Like, once you break, I think, 45 years old, you don't belong in a wrestling ring anymore. Like,
Are
I'm
you
sorry.
kidding me? 40s are most wrestlers' primes.
I'd probably go.
Actually, it's late 30s is when they usually get to their prime.
I'd probably go to
Well,
like
that's like
50
the beginning of their prime, but usually most wrestlers go through their 40s
and have a
into
good
their
send off.
50s and still be in their prime.
Hogan was 42 when he became Hollywood Hogan, Angelo.
But he didn't belong in the ring, though. Like, he wasn't putting on good matches, like, at all.
Like AJ
He was
Styles is in
putting-
his 40s too.
But Hollywood Hogan was putting asses in seats. And
That's
that's what
true.
matters in the main event scene. Is putting
Uh-huh.
asses in seats.
We wanted to see him get killed.
Here we go.
Oh,
Ooh.
that was safe at least.
Well, like, one thing that I'm disappointed about is
That fucking popcorn.
Yeah.
what I was saying was, like, we always miss out. Like, Samoa Joe in the mid 2000s was so
Oh, he's
athletic,
so good.
and so was Bryan Danielson, and we didn't get to see them in WWE until like the mid 2010s, late
Right.
2010s. So we missed out on so much of their prime because they hadn't quote unquote paid their dues, and that. Like, Sami Zayn is 38 years old, and he's now getting a fucking push. I mean, this guy was doing great stuff like 5-6 years ago.
Can
Oh, the
somebody
Sami
tell
Zayn
me?
of NXT was great.
Can somebody tell me what the hell happened to Samoa Joe's head? Like his face, like his forehead, like grew fatter, and his nose got bigger. Like, what happened to Samoa Joe? He used to be like a decent looking guy. Now
I think that's just how he aged. He also gained a little bit more weight.
in his forehead.
Hey, it is possible. He's definitely bigger than he was when he was younger, but his body proportionally is about the same as it was.
This is why I'm not a big fan of hardcore wrestling, because out here in the backstage, it doesn't look any more faker than back there.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the brawls in the background and stuff like that. To me, it's just not like. It just makes it look more fake. I have to agree with you.
But like, to me, like, the audience is a big part of the show, and it helps you get into matches. When the audience is into it, you get into it.
That's true.
And then they can't see anything going on back there, so the audience is kind of like, oh, DDT.
And there wasn't a power driver, dummy.
He's got a beer.
Another one.
You're talking right. You just can't help it, can you?
Well, you rub off on people. My God, look at this. What lengths will Mick Foley go to wrestle?
I miss broadcasters being this invested in the product.
This is what it's all about, in my opinion, and that's what counts.
That helps sell it so much too. Like when you're like, come on, the heyday with Gorilla and Bobby Heenan, and then you go to JR and King and whatever, and you get invested because they make it seem like it's the biggest deal in the world.
Well, they have real passion. Like, I hate to say it, but I was watching some AEW and I was listening to Taz, and it just sounded like so forced. Like he just. I mean, he's a good announcer, but it just didn't seem legit. Like he had real emotion for what was going on.
I know. I agree with you. Like Taz sounds so fake.
Yeah, nonchalant. He's chill.
His enthusiasm is.
He's funny though.
Inorganic.
I mean, he
Excalibur
belongs.
is pretty good though.
I mean, if he could be enthusiastic and sell it, then he's a great commentator because he's got a good voice. He's got kind of this he's got that New York accent, so it's kind of fun to listen to him. And he was a good competitor, so he can comment about what's going on in the ring. Like he can actually, like, you know how they have like John Smoltz on commentary for baseball? Like he gives legit commentary and it's good. And Taz could do the same thing instead of just going, wow, this, you know, it's just not working.
Well, the problem is they put Taz on color instead of as the commentator. You need to be witty and funny to be color, and then you needed the straight guy like JR to call the moves, and maybe they just miscast him.
Well, I mean, I hate to say it, but I'm kind of tired of Jim Ross, to be honest with you. Like,
yeah, he's a little bit stale. Yeah.
I think that's why they took JR off of Dynamite. Because Dynamite now is just Excalibur, Taz, and Tony Schiavone.
I mean, I don't even like Tony Schiavone anymore. I mean, he's kind of played out. I would like to see like Mauro Ranallo or Joey Styles in there. I think they could actually sell it.
But they also got the Ring of Honor guys.
That's true.
Oh, Rick Abani and what's his face? Those guys are actually really good. They're a very good team.
I mean, these guys are busting each other up, but no one cares. This match has no stakes on it. This is what happens. I mean, you could have the bloodiest, biggest brawl of all time, but there's no storyline, nothing for the people to be invested behind. Like,
well, that's the same thing, just like AEW's problem right now is, they have great storylines, but they also have just some like crazy last. It's like, oh, we got this AAA guy coming, which was a sick match, by the way.
Yeah, but what point did it serve? It doesn't. There's
point.
no story.
Moxley
all
made
the Papa rating.
I saw a thing where Moxley made a comment that he's never worked for an organization that's been more unorganized.
Drama.
He said,
really?
Yeah, his exact quote was, "I've never been in an organization where I've had to deal with this much bullshit before."
That's crazy. You'd
When he
figure
said
that
he was referring to everyone backstage in the main event scene.
Yeah, I remember the memes, like it was all friends wrestling, and now they're all choking each other and beating each other up and shit. Like they turned the tables turned on that one real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
it really started with Cody. Cody leaving was like the big.
Why
red
did Cody
flag.
leave?
More
He wanted-
money, and I think.
Well, he wanted to be a real EVP, and Tony Khan wasn't letting them. He took a lot of control back from the EVPs.
Fucking Cody Rhodes left WWE making $350,000 a year and came back making $3.5 million.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, good for him.
Oh!
And you know what's funny is he is over.
Oh
in
shit!
WWE. Like Cody gets cheered crazily in WWE.
I know he loves it.
Well, I think that him leaving and then being successful and coming back, people are like, we support you. We're glad you're back. We missed you. You did great. Now come here back to the big show. And that's why
Oh shit!
I don't.
Ooh.
Oh.
Stunner!
This match just over now? Was there no winner?
We weren't even talking about the match.
Terry Funk lost. It was clean.
Oh, that's where that scene's from.
What the hell? Is that Vince over there? What is he doing?
Uh-oh.
Trying to force him to take the Dude Love persona back?
Yeah.
The Dudettes. Is there a conspiracy? Is it?
Yep.
Like this unofficially
Well, they
right
didn't blur
now?
that one out.
There it is.
Oh, the McMahon
What the-
shuffle.
Yeah.
It's a conspiracy. Oh, I remember this.
What do you think the odds are that McMahon sexually harassed one of those women?
I give it a 10 on the centimeter, Brett.
Wow, I'm just surprised the show's already over.
I am too. It was a very quick show, but I don't think it was as good as last week's.
No, not as good.
No, not as good.
No.
Still not the worst thing, but there were definitely some segments I would have been like, fast forward.
I'm glad we didn't see the Midnight Express.
Yeah, no NWA. I'm so happy.
No NWA at all.
Yeah, thank
Maybe
fucking
that's
God.
finally like done.
I mean, biggest surprise, the fucking Edge promo out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like, oh, by the way, this guy's coming. Get ready, WWF fans. Here's this guy who sits in an alley. What's his gimmick? Like being a bum? Like,
That's what I'm like. Well,
Oh.
it's like those Gen X dudes that like look cool but don't do anything, and because they don't do anything, they're cool. Like he's sitting in a subway terminal just staring at stuff, like
we've got this homeless guy. He's gonna wrestle.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of how it was.
But I mean, hey, you know what? That's what we're doing here. We're reliving it to see how things work, putting the puzzles back together. Because memory is a fickle thing. We wear rose-colored glasses when we think about the Attitude Era. But going through it again, it's maybe it's not like I said. We were very curious to see how the project was going to be starting over again from the beginning, and it's again. I never expected a ride like this, and it's it's probably going to get even bumpier from here. And we're expecting some big highs, but maybe it wasn't as some of the things aren't as great. We're gonna have like every show is gonna be like this. I don't know, but so far,
well, this early Attitude Era is it's a lot of TV, right? It's 2 hours every week, so not all of it is going to be perfect. But like once the talent pool gets increased, it gets better. Like once Edge actually starts wrestling, then we start getting better matches.
And now Venus.
Get you fucking
big
Marks.
Valboski.
You bunch of Max, you.
It's gonna be great. I'm gonna be a porn star.
Get the hell out of here. He's like one rung above New Age Allies for me.
But at least he's entertaining.
Yeah, he's entertaining.
I would rather watch Honky Tonk Man.
Oh God.
Ooh.
He's the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time.
You know who else was an Intercontinental Champion? Venus.
I'll take.
He was better than Honky Tonk Man. Probably sold more shirts.
Honky didn't have merchandise. He was a heel.
My point exactly.
Get out of here. All right. Well, I mean, I'm still enjoying the build up, what they're doing with Austin and everything like that. It's still entertaining to watch. Austin is great. I mean, the fans love him to death. I'm surprised the Taker Kane thing still has legs. Like, I'm still pretty invested in it, like despite them having 2 matches already. But just because Kane's kind of an interesting. Kane reminds me of a movie killer villain like Jason or Freddy. Like, no matter how many times you beat him, he keeps coming back, and every time he comes back, he's more threatening and deadly than the last, which is
Mhm.
honestly, he's booked to perfection. And I don't think it's rare to see gimmicks and wrestlers book that perfectly, even today or even back then. But they really nailed it with Kane, and I'm surprised. Again, I'm still very entertained by it, and I'm looking forward to. I think we got 3 more episodes of Raw before the big pay-per-view, guys. So right now, I mean, based just judgment call, if you do this just for prosperity's sake. Out of 1 out of 10, how interested are you guys in buying the next pay-per-view? Just from after this episode of Raw.
At this very moment, it'd be like a 5 because Austin's going to be on the pay-per-view, but you don't quite know what the rest of the pay-per-view is going to be.
Well, I mean, this is 2020 hindsight. We bought this pay-per-view and the one before it and the one before it and the one before it. So we were interested as kids. Right now, I'm like, I want to see Austin wrestle, but him and Dude Love again? Do I really want to see that?
That's what I'm thinking, yeah.
Well, I think they set up the reason why in the next episode why it made us want to watch it. Because no matter what happens, because we were still big fucking marks. We were like, in hindsight, if breaking kayfabe, Austin can be like, Austin, you're fired. Give me the belts. I'll put it on this guy. Aha! Storyline over. But in reality, Austin's making him money. Like, I can't fire this guy. I need to give him a reason to hate me when I can't fire him. But they're selling it pretty well, and I'm enjoying the hell out of it. And I'm very much forward looking next episode, guys. How about you?
Yeah, 100.
There's nothing not wanting me to watch more Raw. It's just, a 2-hour show. It's like, you kind of wish that there was a little bit more to keep going on a 2-hour show. I think right now they have the talent for a really good 1-hour show, but definitely not a 2-hour show right now.
Not only that, but this was also a taped show. And we all know that the taped shows tend to be a little less entertaining than the live shows.
We must have had 20 to 30 minutes in taped promos, too. That's
what
really hurt it. And they didn't have any live promos in the ring, save for the DX one, I think.
Nope. I think that was the only one that was live. Yeah.
I don't know. Well, next week we're doing fuck it. We're doing it live. So let's knock on wood, hope for the best. This show still ended up beating WCW Nitro for some reason. I'm not sure why, but hey, WWF's on a roll, so they're doing something right. But anyways, I think we're gonna call it for today, guys. Thank you again so much for tuning in. If you haven't done so already, please placate our egos. Hit that thumbs up button for us. Subscribe if you want to keep seeing more of us. Placate our egos and help us earn that sweet revenue so we can do this more frequently in a much more higher schedule basis. But thank you guys again for tuning in. We're looking forward to the next show. Signing off for the Dudes with Attitude podcast for the Magnificent Brett Evers.
Call you next time.
The Supreme Submission Machine, Angelo.
Peace.
No ego, weasel magnific.
Bang.
I am the good Dr. Legend. So long, folks. We will catch you next time.